Hi everyone, this is Arlene. As a designer for Lindy Stamp Gang, I wanted to share a quick and easy wreath Christmas card that I made. And this is really easy to put together for those last minute card making activities that you may be working on this week. And this is made using a series of Lindy Stamp Gang products and a series of techniques. So I'm going to take you into a tutorial and show you exactly step by step how I put this card together. Thanks for following along and joining us, and here we go. I'm using Versamark watermark ink pad to stamp the music note image multiple times onto the 2 3/8 by 3 cardstock that I cut out using my Spellbinders Nestabilities die in my Big Shot. I'm now taking some Lindy Stamp Gang two-tone embossing powder in Golden Angel Wings. I'm going to go ahead and give that a little shake and drizzle that over the stamped Versamark image. And then I'm going to go ahead and shake off the excess. And then we're going to heat set that, and as you heat set, you'll start to see the two-toned effect pop out. It's really pretty. Here you'll see the two-tone effect. It's got a lot of iridescent color to it. We're going to take the Starburst stain in Poinsettia Red Gold, and we're going to go ahead and spray that over the embossed image. And then we're going to heat set that, and you'll start to see the two-toned effect from both the embossing powder as well as the spray start to pop out. It's really pretty. Embossing with the Lindy Stamp Gang embossing powders and spraying it with the Starburst stains gives a really pretty effect. I'm now going to take my Tim Holtz Distress ink in Fire Brick Red. I'm going to go ahead and edge the die cut just to finish it off. We're now going to take the Starburst stain in Cathedral Pines Green, and then we're going to spray that onto a piece of basil cardstock in green, and then heat set. I really love the shimmer effect of the Starburst stains. It's really gorgeous. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is take my Martha Stewart oak leaf punch. I'm going to go ahead and punch out several oak leaves using this punch, and these are going to be the pines of my wreath for the card. I'm going to use my 1 1/4 inch Stampin' Up! Circle punch to go ahead and punch out a piece of green cardstock, and this is going to be the base of my wreath and where I'm going to be adhering the leaves onto. I'm using Scotch Quick Dry adhesive, and I'm going to take that adhesive and use it to adhere each of the leaves onto the 1 1/4 inch circle. Now what I'm doing is I'm lining up the base of the oak leaf along the edge of the circle, and this will help keep the spacing and level of leaf that's popping out through the outside of the circle equal, if that makes sense. And I'm going to go ahead and do this throughout the entire circle, all the way around. I'm not quite sure how many leaves I used, probably about a dozen to get all the way around. So here I'm just adding one more leaf to finish it off. And there you go. You have a wreath. And it's really simple to do, really pretty. The shimmer is just amazing. Here I'm going to take an I Am Roses Poinsettia, and I'm peeling off the leaves because I don't want to use those. And what I'm going to do is take the flower and stick it into my spray box, and I'm going to spray some Starburst stain onto the flower. The color I'm using is Golden Sleigh Bells, and it's one of the new Christmas colors. Love it, so pretty. And I'm spraying versus painting this time because I'm in a hurry because I need to make lots of these. Now I'm just going to heat set it. So here's the finished flower, really pretty, really shimmery. Now I'm going to be putting this into the center of my wreath. I'm taking my hot glue gun, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere that onto the center of the wreath. Really easy, really simple. You could also use a dimensional sticker if you have one to give it a little bit of a pop, but I just decided to use my hot glue gun. Really pretty. Here I'm taking golden sleigh bells again, and I'm going to go ahead and spray the base of my pre-made card. You can also use the Glitz Spritz to give it shimmer without color, and it looks just as amazing. I'm going to go ahead and use my heat gun now to heat set that. I'm taking my VersaFine ink pad and the Crafty Secrets stamp set again. I'm taking the sentiment from that stamp set, and I'm going to stamp the sentiment in the inside of my card. I'm also going to take a few of the images from the Vintage Christmas stamp set from Crafty Secrets, and I'm going to stamp that at the bottom of my card. One of them is a bird on a branch. And then the other one is a branch with hollies on it, and I'm just going to stamp that below the bird. And there you go. Really simple, really easy. Now I'm taking the layered die cut that I cut out using my Spellbinder Nestabilities die and my ATG gun, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down to the front of my card. Now this is going to be the bottom layer. Now I'm taking the piece of die cut that we embossed in Distress, and I'm adding some sticky dots to the back of that. And then we're going to go ahead and take that and layer it onto the front of the card. And just kind of center it as best you can. Now I'm taking the wreath recreated and putting a black sticky dot dimensional on the back of that. And I'm going to go ahead and center that onto the front of my layered cardstock. Now I'm taking a piece of cardstock that I sprayed with the Starburst stain golden sleigh bells, and I'm stamping the Season's Greetings sentiment from the My Favorite Things Merry and Bright stamp set. And then I'm going to go ahead and punch that out using my Modern Label Design Punch by Stampin' Up. Now I'm taking the sentiment and adding some black dimensional sticky dots to the back of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down to the front of my card. I decided to make some berries for the wreath, so I'm taking my Poinsettia Red Gold Starburst stain, and I'm going to spray a piece of red basil cardstock. And then we'll heat set that with the heat gun. I'm using my 1/4-inch circle punch to punch out little circles from the cardstock we just sprayed with the Poinsettia Red Gold. Now I'm taking my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive to adhere each of the little berries onto the wreath, and I'm going to do this all around, and it adds that perfect final touch to the overall project. Now I'm being careful to space the berries around the wreath, but I'll probably go in and fill it in later on, but this is the general idea. So here's the final card. Really fun, really simple, very shimmery and pretty. You can dress it up a little bit by adding ribbon or even some additional embellishments, but I decided to keep this simple since I have many to make. But for more information and to order products, go to www.lindystampgang.com. Happy holidays!